this very moment, the formidable Inspector Castillo is in the next room observing me through the glass. I've been assured of privacy, but as you know, I'm not the trusting sort, so I'll make this fast. Have you devised a strategy to spring me from this establishment?
I need more time.
It's the one item in short supply. I gave you a deadline of a day. Now, you know the consequences. Now, just for insurance, you better find me a sharp lawyer. I can't afford to be deported. Interpol will be waiting with open arms.
I'll find you somebody.
All right, find me someone. And regarding the instructions I gave you...
I know. Take all the merchandise to a warehouse you named.
All right. Then I see you in less than 24 hours, Cherie. Either on the outside or in here with me.
I got a trace from Wolfe's call. I had the equipment all set up and ready to go. He stayed on just long enough. They're gonna give me the address in 10 seconds.
Who authorized the trace?
I did. Why? Is that a problem?
Yeah, the man is allowed to call a lawyer.
Oh, come on. What if he's calling his accomplice?
Well, that's his prerogative, isn't it?
Cruz, we're wasting time. His partner could be heading out of the country right now. Look, this is a perfect division of labor. You press him for his connection to Eden, and I'll handle the rest of it.
Michael, it's not going to help if the case is thrown out on a technicality.
No, it's going to help a lot of people get their valuables before they're out of the country. All right, look, I'm sorry. I'm gonna follow up.
No, you're not. I'm sorry, too. But that's an order.
Every woman who wears this has died in some violent manner.
Have a seat. Have you contacted an attorney?
I've taken steps in that direction.
I read you your rights. You understand that we will appoint an attorney for you if you need one, free of charge.
I told you I'd decline your charity.
You also understand that if you stall long enough, you're going to lose that option.
Careful now, no threats, or I'll cry police harassment and have the civil liberties people take up my cause.
Well, no, I wouldn't want you to do that, so I'll remind you one more time that anything you say about the robbery may be used against you in court. For the time being, however, I'd like to ask you some questions having no obvious connection to the crimes you've been charged with.
What are we talking about? The weather, basketball?
We're talking about my wife.
You should be telling me about your wife.
And about the fact that you have been harassing my wife.
No, I haven't, but you're harassing me now. And it could land you in a whole lot of trouble.
I want you to tell me, Mr. Wolfe, why you broke into my house.
I never admitted to breaking into your house.
What do you want with Eden?
Nothing.
You've called her several times. You sent her a letter and a gold chain. You showed up at the masquerade ball, all the while insisting that you knew her.
Hey, stop. Don't say another word.
What the hell are you doing here? Get out of here. Get him out of here.
Mr. Wolfe, I presume. You're in luck. I'm a lawyer, and I'm here to offer my services to you.
Still, strictly by the book.
Take a couple of men with you, and they'll follow up on that lead.
Thank you.
What, are you chasing ambulances now?
Mr. Wolfe doesn't look like an ambulance to me. He looks like a man who needs a good attorney.
Well, it's his call. But if he chooses you, it's also his funeral.
Are you trying to kill me? At least you know that I could. You'd be killing yourself, too. So what? Then why do you stay? Go away. Please leave me alone. I can't, because you can't face the truth. Kill you faster than wearing this.
Michael! Michael, over here! Outside! Whoa! Tell the inspector that my client and I are ready for him now.
My wife identified Mr. Wolfe here as the man who has been harassing her.
You'll have a bit of trouble making your better half's ID stick, old pal. I distinctly recall when I was DA that she gave a totally different description of the man she called Andre Wolfe.
We are up to our ears in IDs. More to the point, we have a composite of Mr. Wolfe that's been circulating now for weeks.
I've seen that, and it doesn't look anything like my client.
I know Mrs. Castillo only from a television newscast. I've never sent her any letters or any gold chains.
Nor met with her in a restaurant?
I would definitely remember that.
You were working alone for quite a while, then I noticed that you took on a partner.
Oh, I'd like to meet her. I haven't had that much luck with the ladies here.
I want you to tell me, mister, what you were doing on the roof of the Montecito Art Museum tonight, please.
I advise you not to answer that, Andre. You don't have to.
It's embarrassing to say this, but not as embarrassing as being falsely accused. I was trying to sneak a look at the fabulous tiara. I've heard about it for years, and I had this insatiable curiosity to view it with my own eyes. Only I was unable to purchase a ticket for the gala. So I decided to do a foolish thing and climb up on the roof so I could take a look down at it. I realized I was taking a terrible risk, but jewelry is my passion, and I never dreamt that a thief would decide to pull off a heist at the same hour and location.
It is amazing, isn't it? Tell me, did you and the thief happen to bump into one another up there on the roof?
Oh, I must have arrived just as he or she ran away, because I saw the skylight open, and when I looked down, the glass case was empty, and I didn't even see the tiara.
Uh-huh. Then you probably weren't the sorry piece of slime who cold-cocked the guard up there.
Oh, I could never hit anyone. I simply had the misfortune of being at the wrong place at the wrong time.
The wrong place at the wrong time. Wearing a ski mask on your face.
It was chilly up there.
And there you have it. A plausible explanation of my client's presence at the scene of the crime. He was misguided, certainly, in his actions. But his worst crime was trespassing. You have no proof of anything more serious. No witnesses, no fingerprints, no tiara. I demand his release.
You two are having a lot of fun here. I mean, you're having a real good time for yourselves, aren't you? This is interesting to watch. I just want you to know that soon the games are going to be over. Castillo.
The address is Wolfe's house.
Did you find anything?
Not yet. But somebody left in a hurry just after we got here. Look, if I could have moved in that trace a couple minutes
Michael,
earlier...
spare me, please. I know the drill. Just have the place dusted for prints.
I presume I'm permitted to express my condolences at the passing of the faithful family tiara.
I'm not in the mood for you, Mason.
One of these days, I'm going to get a fax. And the fax will say, drop everything, Mason. I'm finally in the mood for you. Signed, Dad. I wonder what I'll do. Well, aren't we a wonderful group of mourners? Cheer up. It's just $10 million worth of precious jewels, plus the loss of number one daughter's peace of mind. You made your point, Sophia, whatever that point was.
Mason, I had misgivings about showing that tiara all along. You know that.
Moral? Don't miss giving in to your misgivings.
You've been hitting the apple cider again, Mason?
No, I've sworn off it. I'm into pineapple juice now. It ferments in the belly before it reaches the brain. And how are you, Eden?
Same as everybody else, upset about what happened.
You've never been the same as everybody else. You've always been more than the rest of us. More loving, more beautiful, more adventurous, far more controlled. Like now, for instance.
How do you think I should be acting, Mason?
The way you're feeling. When was the last time you did that?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Eden, I would advise you not to pay any attention to him.
That's good advice, Eden. Pay attention to yourself, to your own needs. Stop taking care of the rest of us.
What is it that you think I need, Mason?
A good hard cry. A fit of rage that you don't have to retract or apologize for. Time to grieve. Allow yourself to be less than noble. The way I did several nights ago in that dining room. Or have we all forgotten that I made an absolute fool of myself, and I'm proud of it?
Grieve for what?
Mason, must we really?
Yes, must we?
Yes, we must. I wish we didn't have to, but we must. Oh, grieve for any number of things. The loss of your mother, for one. When that happened, we all turned to Eden for comfort. And the biggest of us to the smallest. And you turned her into a grown-up, walking, talking confessional. She was far too young to bear up underneath all that.
Eden has forgiven me for my mistakes.
Of course she has. Eden forgives everything. That's her designated role. And Kelly's being groomed as her understudy.
Mason, I talked to Daddy about what happened when Mama was gone. It helped me that I could be there for Kelly and Ted, even you.
Did Daddy also happen to mention that it was unnatural for a child, for an adult, to stifle all those emotions, that they eat away inside you? They give you ulcers and heart attacks and strokes, and you of all people should know that. That's why I'm such a healthy specimen today. I stifle nothing. Eden, hang, propriety.
Well, it's the people around you who get sick.
Could we please stop sniping at each other, please? Now, I agree with some of the things that Mason's saying. That strong emotions certainly do need an outlet where they find their own.
Well, I feel like I should be performing now. I mean, would it be healthy if I threw a tantrum on the floor, Mother?
Baby, I wasn't talking
Look, I have a
about
good
that.
life. I have a wonderful marriage. I have beautiful children. I'm happy. I have a good life.
Except for those annoying impulses to wring your mama's pretty neck from time to time.
Did you ever...
Mason, I don't hate my mother.
When was the last time you went into the study? The room where your son Channing was accidentally shot to death by you.
Do I have to throw you out again?
It's all right. It's okay. Mason, I go in there. I have to go in there. But it hurts. It always will.
Of course it does. How could it not? What about you, Eden? When were you last in there? Months ago? Years?
I don't remember.
She killed Channing and you loved him. Don't you want to scream at her? Don't you want to kill her sometimes, however accidental it might have been?
Mason, stop it! You just always go too far.
Why don't you go home? You don't belong here. This is not your home.
Weakling. Don't give him what he wants. It's none of his damn business if you hate to go into that room. Lie to him.
No, Daddy, let him stay.
It's the last thing we need tonight.
Oh, Mason. In a little perverse way, you're trying to help me, aren't you?
The woman's a saint.
I hate to blow your theory, but see, I was in the study just last week. Actually sat behind the desk, looked something up in a book.
Then you must be the exception that proves the rule.
Can't you just admit you're wrong?
I try not to. It's bad for my disposition.
Daddy, Robert has offered to do the press for us.
Well, I think it's a matter of too little, too late.
Daddy, why are you being so rude?
Robert understands me.
I think your father's still upset about another matter that I didn't help him with. CC, look, whether I am with you or against you, I'm always my own man. Unfortunately, you seem to only be able to tolerate the kind of men who say yes all the time.
You know the way out.
Daddy, wait, don't go away. I need to speak to you again, privately.
I'm sorry.
No need to be sorry.
It's just been a little haywire tonight. Eden, I have something for you, and it's in the car. I'm gonna get it before I forget.
Oh, thanks.
Well, is this going to be another go-round about Serena's?
No, I know that you don't want to talk about the past. It's just that I saw you talking to my father, and I felt the same way as when I came to see you.
What feeling is that?
That you're afraid.
Afraid of what?
I don't know. I keep thinking it maybe has something to do with me. Are you afraid that I know something that might hurt you?
I thought the kids would like it. It's a music box, and it was an anonymous gift.
Oh, it's pretty.
I've heard the music somewhere before, and I don't know where I heard it.
Well, the kids will love it. Are you sure you want to give it away?
Yeah, the music makes me sad.
Well, I'm going to take off now. Hope you take care of yourself, Kelly.
I thank you, and I'm sorry.
No, there's nothing to be sorry about. If you need anything, call me. Bye, Eden.
We'll be talking, I hope.
Hey. How you doing? Listen, any luck?
Not yet.
They're all waiting for you in there.
Okay.
Hi.
You look tired.
Wish I had something to show for it. Where are your folks?
Right here.
Hi.
Hi.
And I can tell by your long face we're in for a long night.
Yeah.
Any word about the accomplice?
Nothing but another near miss at Wolfe's house. He hasn't admitted anything yet, but I'm working on him.
Why don't you give me 5 minutes alone with him? We'll find out what we need to know.
I think if you had 5 minutes alone with Eden, that might accomplish a little more. He's not acknowledging that he knows you. That might be difficult if I could put the two of you together in the same room.
Well, I already saw him. What good would it do?
Well, you could talk to him, and I would be right there. There wouldn't be any danger.
Do you think we might be able to do it tomorrow?
Sure.
I have a headache. I'd like to go home and lay down.
It'll wait till tomorrow.
Look, I would like to get down and watch you grill him. Maybe I can put something together from the Capwell perspective.
What have I missed, Cruz?
Hi, Mason. Actually, while I have you all here, would you mind taking a look at this? It's a copy of a piece of evidence.
Memento of the bad old days.
Why are you showing us this?
The original was found in the glass case from which the tiara was taken.
Some people think that photographs steal the soul. I wonder what the thief is trying to tell us.
Oh, Mason.
Have any of you seen this photograph before tonight?
No, but Lionel told me that it was stolen out of Mink's safe along with her jewels.
Eden?
Oh, I don't want to look at it. I really don't want to see it.
The Capwell curse. Around and around it goes, and where it stops, nobody knows.
Mason, will you do me a favor? If you can't say anything useful, will you please keep your mouth shut?
Amen.
It's all been said. Prosecution rests.
I'm gonna take you home now. I'll save the two of you down at the station.
Anybody home?
What is Timmons doing there? Is he an accomplice?
Close. He is Andre Wolfe's attorney.
You can't be serious.
Mr. C, we left Keith with his license to practice. I mean, he has the right to represent any client who'll have him.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Makes sense. One thief helps out another.
Do you recognize Andre Wolfe, Sophia?
Only from the sketches.
Are you sure you didn't see him in the casino in Monte Carlo just before your diamond was stolen?
I don't remember. I just don't remember. I'm sorry.
That's
I wish
all
I
right.
could.
That's okay. Just wait here a second.
You're terribly upset with me. Everything's coming back from my past. It's getting thrown up in your face, CC. I'm sorry. It's the tiara and the picture of me and Lionel and now Timmons.
But it's not your fault.
Mr. Wolfe's partner discarded these clothes after the robbery. They have a particular scent about them.
That's my perfume. That's the perfume I always wear. Mama's perfume.
What do you know about the Capwell family?
Only what I've read in the papers.
We have a witness who can identify you as the man she saw coming out of the Capwell house the night it was broken into.
Let her pick him out of the lineup.
She will. And so will the other witness. The one who saw you coming out of Mink's Lockridge's hotel room after you robbed her safe.
There never was.
Shut up, Andre. We all heard about the Lockridge heist on your wife's television show. We all know there were no witnesses, but nice try.
The fact that there were no witnesses was never publicly disclosed. Yeah?
What about Sophia's photograph, Cruz? Huh? And the perfume and the diamond. That bastard must have been trailing off from one continent to the other for years. Why?
Those are the next items on the agenda. Thank you. Mr. Wolfe, there was a photograph in Ms. Lockridge's safe. It disappeared along with her jewelry, only to show up again tonight in the glass box where the Armante tiara had been displayed.
A photograph of what?
Oh, please, please. Come on now, you tell me.
I haven't a clue.
Really? Well, then maybe your partner hasn't been keeping you very well informed.
I don't have a partner.
That's right, I forgot. You're a jewelry groupie. Tell me one thing. Do you have any idea why this partner you don't have was wearing the very same distinctive and expensive perfume that Sophia Capwell wears?
No idea at all.
Huh. So strange. Did you ever meet the Countess Armante when you were running around Monte Carlo 10 years ago?
My client hasn't said anything about running around Monte Carlo at any time.
I know of the Countess by hearsay, but I never meet her. I saw pictures.
I've seen those pictures myself. She's beautiful, isn't she? Looks a lot like her daughter, Eden.
I suppose so.
Then you do know that the Countess Armante and Sophia Capwell are the same person.
What? No, wait a minute. Didn't you just...
No, I didn't say anything. But in fact, isn't that the reason you came to Santa Barbara, to be closer to the former Countess, Mrs. Capwell, and her daughter?
Are you questioning this man about a robbery, Castillo, or about whether he's got the hots for your mother-in-law and your wife? Here, let me get the phone for you. Well, look who the surprise caller is.
You
stupid. I should let you rot in jail.
Please, you can't be in here, Mr.
This isn't about the theft of a piece of rock or metal. This is about my family. This man is threatening our well-being. I want to know why.
What do you want, my daughter? What do you want from my wife and my family? Get away from me!
Get control of yourself. I'm gonna see you spend the night in jail.
Okay, I won't touch you anymore.
All right. I'm getting tired of this. I think it's time for you to come clean and make a deal. Otherwise, I'm going to see to it that you are deported to stand trial for crimes committed abroad.
What exactly are you offering, Castillo? And what do you want in exchange? If the terms are good enough, I might advise my client to consider it. I know how harsh foreign courts can be.
I don't care what he offers. I'm not making a deal. I'm innocent.
This is
before my brother Channing died. My mama killed him.
I killed my son. I killed Channing.
You can't keep all your feelings bottled up inside you, Eden.
Sophia sacrificed her own daughter.
I wanted the gun to kill Channing. I know it's here. 10 after.
I killed Channing. I killed my son.
Yes, you did!
You must have been very angry at your mother, but you never showed it.
I was very angry!
Sophia lied and she didn't get into this house. She nearly ruined your life.
Run! Run!
What happened, Eden? You don't even know, do you? Well, I do. But I don't have to tell you anything. And I can make you do whatever I want. I'm the mistress of your fate. And if I choose, you won't remember anything.